Hello everybody, this is Kiyoshi here. Welcome back to another video. In this video, I'll be reviewing the Bandai Tamashii Nations, the SH Figuarts, the Falcon action figure from the Falcon and the Winter Soldier series. So without further ado, let's get started. We'll start the packaging first. It's a very nice packaging, and this packaging is actually bigger than the normal Tamashii Nations box. It's almost half of the size bigger. Very nice Falcon here, a look of Falcon, and the rest. There's a Tamashii Nation sticker. This is Tamashii Nation's exclusive. Cool. And the back, there's some possibilities and photos of the figure. Very nice. Okay, cool. Let's move the packaging away. Here we have the Falcon figure. Before moving on to the figure, let's take a look at the accessories. We have two interchangeable heads in addition to the goggle head. One is Anthony Mackie's. Let me zoom in a bit. Quote: one it's a look straight kind of head. One it's a look to the side kind of head. A lot of people had gripe about this one because they were saying, you know, there's not much a big difference. I agree. And honest with you, I probably will never use this head for any reasons. I mean, the other two hats just look a lot better, especially the one with the goggle. I think that's the one I'm going to be displaying my figure with. Yeah, in terms of likeness, I think it's there, maybe 85%. You know, I wouldn't say spot on, but I'll still give it an 85. I can tell this is Falcon, you know, this is Anthony Mackie. So yeah, cool. This is the heads, and we have the hands, two extra pairs of hands. The first pair, the open up hands, and then have the hand that's like pointing to the head. It's like kind of calling somebody, you know, making a call, or calling the right wing to activate right wing or something like that. This is very handy. I think I might eventually display one of these hands with the figure, like calling out to right wing for assistance or something like that. It also comes with the backpack pieces. These are the interchangeable backpack pieces in case if you don't want to display your figure with the wings, then you just have to swap those pieces with these three pieces to the backpack. Then you would have a complete backpack without the wings. It looked pretty awesome. And of course, it comes with a huge stand. This base stand is what I'm looking for all these times. You know, yeah, if you follow my videos, you know I love my figure come with stands or base, and so just for this figure already got at least a 5 out of 10 for me. You know, just for the base, I think Tamashii Nations or Bandai or SH Figuarts did a great job on giving us these stands, because without these stands, how are you expecting us to pose Falcon in a flying or aviation pose, right? I mean, I know they do have separate purchases for stands, those clear Tamashii Nation stands. I do have those as well, but still, it's a very nice touch that they included it, which I'm very happy. It also comes with a right wing figure. I really don't want this whole setup because it took me a while. I'm just gonna leave right wing on there like so, but you can get an idea. Let me get sewn in so you can get an idea how Red Wing looks. Very nice. Red Wing is made out of plastic. Unfortunately, I do wish they made out of die cast or some kind of metal to last longer and also look better. But it's cool. It's cool, you know. It's cool figure. And yeah, and then now let's move on to the figure itself, the Falcon figure. I try my best not to touch the figure too much, just because, you know, these are very fragile figures. By the way, these figures cost around how much are they? Like $130 to $140, which is way above the normal Tamashii Nation price. Usually you can get Tamashii Nation for under 90 bucks. So I mean, I do know it comes with a base, it's bigger packaging, and it comes with a huge wings, but it is quite expensive. So I don't want to play too much with it. Once I set up a pose, I'm just gonna display him the way it is. You know, I don't want to break it. Tamashii Nations are so fragile, all the joints and stuff, because they're tinier and thinner and also more delicate than Marvel Legends, let's say. So yeah, I wouldn't be touching too much. I would not be sharing articulations here. I'm just afraid, you know, without proper care, I might just break it in front of the camera. Yeah, which just that's the thing I don't want to do. In terms of likeness, you know, this is my favorite head, definitely, you know, and the costume, everything, my figure turned out great. I do not have any gripe about the paint apps or anything. Well, there's a little chip right here, but it doesn't matter. I mean, these are warrior, they're a fighter, they're heroes, you know. If there's any damage or any paint problems, I can just take it as a battle damage part, you know. So to me, it's not a big deal. Very nice metallic boots here, or the lower half of the leg, and the shoes looking absolutely amazing. Yeah, and I also like all my figures have these angle pivots. Is it called angle pivots, or these articulation spots to the toes, the toe pivots? They look cool. Not that you always would need it, but you know, it's always a good touch to have these. Yeah, I think this is a great figure. It's one of my favorite purchases in 2021 in terms of Marvel Legends. I do like Falcon a lot. It's one of my favorite superheroes, in addition to Star-Lord and Spider-Man, of course. But I do like Falcon a lot. So this figure does mean a lot to me, and I think Tamashii Nation did a great job on it. In terms of wings, like I said, I really don't want to detach these. It took me a while to put them all together. The wings, of course, when it comes in the package, it comes separately. You have to put it together. There's a peg right here, so you can see. It does require a little bit of patience. Maybe everybody will have a different experience when putting these on. It did took me a while because I really don't want to press it too hard. If I break it, you know, I'm gonna cry, you know. So I did took my time and just gentle with it, just kind of press it in. But it does take a little force to press it in. At the same time, not like a strong force, you know, so it wouldn't break. So yeah. So, and also I left the backpack, the red wing and the backpack in there. This is detachable, and you can actually take it out. So if the red wing is flying, you can take this piece out, like pretending it's flying. I left it there, you know, because first, I don't want to lose it. I'm not a box keeper, so I don't really keep my stuff in the boxes. So when I display my figure, I try to have as many accessories as I can to put on that figure, or it will be put in a plastic bag or something like that. So I just decided to leave it there. It will have a better chance of surviving or staying in shape, you know, than couple months later I lost it somewhere. Yep. In terms of paint apps on the wings, it's a phenomenon. It's amazing. I love the design, so good. The texture, there's so much texture, color choices are all amazing. This figure is so upscale. That's what I'm trying to say. I do not have the Marvel Legends version of Falcon or the Diamond Select, I think, versions of Falcon with me to compare, but but I have had those figures before, and I've seen those figures before. Let me tell you, the wings are uncompatible. One gripe a lot of people had about this wing is there's no articulation to the wing besides the joints right here. It can go up and down, front and back, but there's no articulation to the whole wing itself. Unlike Marvel Legends, that's one thing I do like that Marvel Legend wings, is because it has articulations. You can actually bend it to whatever ways you need it. But at the same time, you know, sacrificing those joints, those articulations for a amazing look, you know, for a very screen accurate and amazing upscale look, I think I'm okay with it. You know, not that I'm going to display with the wing, you know, close up or something like that. I probably will display my figure the way it is like now anyway. Plus, you know, if you know me, I'm a person prefer statue figures, figures with less articulation versus figures with hell articulations, because I'm a sucker at posing. So if a figure comes proposed, that's something, it will save me a lot of time and trouble. So yeah, if you know me, I actually prefer that kind of stuff. But yeah, I mean, those are the gripe people have complaints about, which I don't have problem with it, but I do understand why people are complaining. And then again, you just put these bags together into these 3 pack holes. By the way, I cannot show you guys because, you know, like I mentioned, I took a while to put these wings in. Without the wings, just the backpack, this figure looks amazing too. You can actually display the figure without the wings and it will look fantastic. Let me tell you that. You know, especially if you have limited rooms or space in your shelf, you need to display this figure without the wings. You can definitely do so. This figure will look amazing without the wings as well. Last I want to mention about it is the stand. The stand is huge. It does help balance this figure because the wings and everything is kind of heavier, but it does have no problem securing the figure in a flight pose. And also a very interesting engineering design on the base here. The joints, instead of those like these kind of joints, you can actually bend it or curves around it. Let me move these parts around. It's falling. Yeah, instead of like these pegs are actually plug-in pegs with these kind of shape to lock these slots in place. In the long run, this is the kind of base you will need for this playing Falcon, to be honest with you. These stands all look, these stands look amazing when they're brand new. Over the time, not only the material will degrade, and also the color will fade out and probably turn yellow sometimes. These joints will also loosen up. Eventually, the figures that are heavy or in a flight pose will not be able to stand up the way they were initially. So this is really a good alternative and a really good engineering solutions to that, because it's a plug-in. So it offers a much better security for displaying your figure in flight pose, and also looking awesome at the same time. Again, any figure that comes with display, they already win like 50% in my heart. Plus, this figure is an amazing figure. It's a definitely easy 10 out of 10 for me. This figure is definitely a 10 out of 10 for me. I love this figure. I've been anticipating on this figure for so long. Finally, I get it. I am so happy. Yeah, so here's my review. Oh yeah, by the way, for those of you who want to see a little comparison, I'm trying to put this guy in the right pose. Yeah, okay, cool. Here we have Marvel Legends Gilgamesh, just a size comparison. They're not that much of a difference. Gilgamesh is about a head taller, that's standard for all Marvel Legends. And here is Thana. It's about half head taller than Tamashii Nation's versions. Yeah, to get this figure, you need almost like $100, $120 to get this figure, and this is $140. I'll go with this figure, and this figure costs about like almost $30 at Target. This is $130. Of course you can't compare it like that, but yeah, just a comparison, Of course, don't get me wrong, I love my Marvel Legends. I think for the price, you really cannot beat such an amazing action figures. But the paint apps, everything does make up the difference. If it's a standard release, like the standard Marvel Legend version of the Falcon, I really don't have a problem with it. I think that's an amazing alternative for like $25. You can get that kind of amazing figure from Marvel Legends. It's definitely amazing. But if it is a build-up figure that you have to spend like $120 or $100 to $120 to get the whole figure, come on, spend another $10, $130. You can get this amazing Tamashii Nations quality the Falcon figure. You got what I mean? That Marvel Legend Falcon wave, the wings being the build-up figure together, it probably will spend you more than $120. Just $10 more, guys, you can get a much better, much upscale figure. I think for this particular figure, comparison between Marvel Legends and Tamashii Nations, I think Tamashii Nations win. For $10 difference, I definitely would go with this. Yes, there's a lot of good things about Marvel Legend. Like I mentioned, that there's articulations to the wings. It's bigger in proportion. It's about an inch taller than Tamashii Nations. But come on, and also it does have a stand, but that stand kind of, it's a joke. Still, I think that what's lacking in the Tamashii Nation version of the Falcon does make up with the paint apps, with the quality, with all the joints. For these figures look a lot nicer than Marvel Legends. But don't get me wrong, once again, Marvel Legends have improved a lot on their joints. Now a lot of the figures are painless, and also a lot of the joints are actually, if you don't pose them in any dynamic pose, those are actually seamless. You actually can't really tell the problems. But the other problem we had with a lot of the Marvel Legends is the marblings on the plastics, which you don't have any of that issues with the Tamashii Nations. Once again, don't get me wrong, I do like Marvel Legends. You know, I think it's really a good alternative kind of figures for such an amazing price. But yeah, just for the Falcon figure itself, you know, Marvel Legend fans, don't hate me for this. Just for the side-to-side comparison, just for the price, worthiness of the Falcon figure itself between Tamashii Nations and Marvel Legends, I would think the Falcon will be the better choice. You know, like I said, $120 versus $130. $10 difference. This is a huge difference. Yeah, so cool. So here is my review on the Falcon figure from the Tamashii Nations Falcon and Winter Soldier series wave figures. Again, this is a 10 out of 10 for me. By the way, I'm not gonna pick up Bucky. I'm not gonna pick up Bucky, because I think that figure kind of sucks. Sorry, Tamashii Nations, but you made a great job on the Falcon figure, but the Bucky figure, no, not really good. For $80, that one's $80, by the way. I know a lot of people are completionists. You know, they want to have both characters in display. I get it. Luckily, I don't have OCD, and I'm not a completionist, so for me it's totally fine. Yep. Anyhow, thank you guys so much for watching, and here's my review, and I will talk to you guys in the next video. Bye bye.